In today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to make a granny square. So in order to get the yarn on our hook, we need to make a slip knot. So this is the tail end of the yarn that I'm looking at, and the part of the yarn that's attached to the ball is called the working yarn. So we hold up our yarn like so. We put the tail behind the working yarn to make an X, press that in place. Use our pincers to go from the front to the back to pick up that yarn. We pull on the tail to tighten that knot nice and tight. We use our hook to go in, and we use the working yarn to pull our yarn up to the hook. Leave it with a little bit of give. You don't want to choke the hook. Now, we are going to start with a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to slip into our first chain. So we go into the first chain, catching only the top there, and yarning over, pulling through that and the loop on our hook. Now we open up the circle. You can follow the chain around. That's the outer part of your circle. And then the top part of your circle is also that one side of the first chain and the slip that you just made. Okay, so this is the circle that we're going to work into. So we want to chain 3 to give us the height of the first double crochet. Now we need 2 more double crochets. So we yarned over, went into the circle, yarned over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 again, yarn over, go through the middle, yarn over, pull out, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That is our first cluster because the first chain 3 that we did counts as a fake double crochet. Now we chain 2. This sequence of 3 double crochet, chain 2, that makes up our first side of the granny square, of the first round. So this exact pattern we do 3 more times to complete the round. So we have our first side, we're going to do that again, again, and again. So yarn over, go in through the middle, double crochet 2 more times to complete our second cluster. Okay, and then chain 2, then another cluster, which is 3 double crochet, if you're struggling with finding this middle, I would put a stitch marker in, or I would, for your very first granny square, I'd just make that hole much bigger. Maybe you could do 5 chains instead of 4. So now I'm going to do my last cluster, which is 3 granny squares, or 3 double crochet. Pardon me, it's quite late. The brain's not working anymore. So we have our last cluster to finish off the first round. We are going to slip our way to the corner. I always finish a round in a corner. To do that, our first slip stitch will be in the middle of the first double crochet, which is these 3 chains, and the second double crochet. So I go in, yarn over, pull out, and then also pull out of this loop. The next 2 will be at the top of the other 2 double crochets. So you see this is the top of this one. So I catch the V's here, yarn over, pull through everything, in through here, yarn over, pull through everything. Now my last slip is always through the corner. I go into the corner, yarn over, pull through everything, and then I chain 3. That's going to be my first double crochet of my first piece of my corner. So I'm going to double crochet twice more in here, chain 2, and then 3 double crochets into this corner space. Every time we're in a corner, which is this big space here, we make a new corner. And how you make a corner is a cluster, 2 chain cluster. So 3 double crochet, 2 chain, 3 double crochet. So that's the end of my second cluster. So if we're in a corner, make a new corner, which is a cluster, 2 chain cluster. So we need to get to this space over here. To get over this previous cluster, I will just do a chain 1. Then I'm going to go straight into a double crochet into this corner. That's going to be the first of my first cluster. Oh, I just want to get that thread. Yeah. So to complete my first double crochet, second double crochet of the first cluster, third double crochet, I've completed my first cluster, 2 chains, and another cluster in the same corner hole. Okay, see that? So to move over this previous cluster, I'm going to do chain 1. I've reached a corner. Every time I'm in a corner, I make a new corner. So 3 double crochet, two chain, and 3 double crochet. I do 1 chain to jump over this because I'm moving over to this corner space. Every time I'm in a corner, I'll make a new corner. So that's 3 double crochet, 2 chain, 3 double crochet. Now we're almost finished round 2. Okay, now we chain 1. Now to complete the round 2, we are slip stitching towards this corner over here. So first one is between these 2 long stitches here. So in we go, yarn over, pull through everything. Then the next 2 is at the top of those 2 stitches. So the top of this one is this here, yarn over, slip, and then the top of this one, yarn over, slipped into the big corner, 2 slip. Now chain 3, that's going to be our pretend first double crochet. So let's have a look. 2 rounds complete. Now the third round is the exact same as any other round that you're going to do. Okay, so when you're in a corner, you make a corner, which means cluster, 2 chain, cluster, which means 3 double crochet, 2 chain, 3 double crochet, all in that hole there. We're going to jump with the chain. Now we have a space which is not a corner, it's a flat one. It's a side space. So anytime you get to a side space, you're going to put a cluster in there, you're going to put 3 double crochet in there, then you jump with 1 chain, and then you're in a corner, so you put a corner in there, 3 double crochet, 2 chain, 3 double crochet, and then you will jump, 3 double crochet, jump, you're at a corner, 3 double crochet, 2 chain, 3 double crochet, jump with 1 chain, 3 double crochet in here, just 1 cluster, jump, you're at a corner, so you make a corner which is 3 double crochet, 2 chains, 3 double crochet, so you make a corner on a corner, and then you jump, 3 double crochet, jump, and then you slip to the corner. So let's do that. So we have our first double crochet, our fake one, 2 more to complete the cluster. Okay, that was 3, 2, chain, I've seen many people do different ways of granny square, and this is just honestly the way that I learned and it clicked with me. So, you know, I really would suggest, like, if this isn't working for you, don't give up. Just find one that works for you. And you know, crochet is just one of the most enjoyable hobbies that I have come across, and I honestly don't know where I'd be without it, really, because it's really hard to relax in this day and age. Pardon me, yapping away. So I made a corner, I jumped, I got a side space, so I did 1 cluster, I jumped, I reached a corner, so I'm going to copy this and put that in there, which is a cluster, 2 chain cluster, 3rd double crochet I'm doing now, 2 chains, now 3 more in that hole, okay, now I jump to get over this. I'm at a side space, so I'm just doing 3 double crochet, which is 1 cluster. So the rules of row 3 are the rules of row 4 to infinity. So I'm going to jump with 1 chain. I've reached a corner, so now I'm going to do cluster, 2 chain cluster. Okay, so the rules are the same. If you reach a corner space, make a new corner. If you need to jump over a cluster, make 1 chain. If you reach a side space, it's not a corner space, then you put a cluster in there, which is just 3 double crochet. So you just do that until you want to stop, and you want to reach the size that you've reached, and then I will show you, because I will be changing colors now to show you round 4. I have 2 more to do of my corner here. 1, 2. Okay, so we're jumping over this, then we're side spacing with a 3 double crochet, which is 1 cluster. Oops. No. We've done a cluster, we do 1 jump, we've reached a corner, so 3 double crochet, 2 chain, 3 double crochet. Two chains and 3. Now 1 jump, side space, 3 double crochet. Okay, so 3, 1 jump. Now we slip to the corner. The first one's in here. The next one's on the top of this one. Catch the full V, yarn over, pull through everything. The next one's on the top of this one. The last one is always inside that corner, so go in, yarn over, pull out of everything. Now to tie off, because I'm going to switch colours now, I've just slipped. Now I yarn over, pull that tight, snip, pull off by pulling the hook. There you go. That's it. There's your granny square there. Cute, isn't it? Right, to do another colour, what we are going to do is we are going to grab our new colour. We can go into the same corner with our hook, pull through the yarn. I'm going to tie that twice to really secure it. One, 2. I'm going to go in through the corner, working yarn, my new one. Just move that out of the way. Oh my goodness. Right, we go in with our hook in through the corner. We yarn over and just pull up a loop. Then from there I'm going to chain 3, 2, 3. That's our first double crochet of the first cluster, and I'm going to do 2 here to complete my first cluster. 1, 2. Now another one to make a new corner. Yeah, see that? Reached a corner, made a corner. Lovely. So now I will jump across this with 1 chain. Side spaces will be cluster, 1 chain, cluster, 1 chain, new corner. So let's do that. One chain, cluster, now 1 chain to jump over this, and then we've reached a corner. So a cluster, 2 chain, cluster goes in here. Now we jump, 1 chain, cluster, 3 double crochet, 1 chain, 3 double crochet, 1 chain, then we create a new corner in there with a cluster, 2 chain cluster, which is 3 double crochet, 2 chain, 3 double crochet, one chain to jump over this. Now we've reached a corner, so 3 double crochet, now 2 chain and 3 more double crochet in the same space. One chain, 3 double crochet, 1 chain, 3 double crochet, 1 chain, 3, 2, 3. Now 3 double crochet. Whoops, sometimes the threads bounce off. You just want to always course correct yourself, because I feel like if you don't make those corrections, sometimes they cause you problems further down the road and it doesn't look pretty in the work. So I mean, when you're first starting out, it's fine, stuff doesn't have to look perfect, but that's just how I typically like to make things look as neat as I can. But if it's stopping you from learning, just move on, can't dwell. Okay, so here we are. So jump with a chain, 3 double crochet because it's the side space, jump with a chain, 3 double crochet, 1 chain, slip to the corner. Literally, if you get through the first 3 rounds, then you know the rules for the biggest granny square blanket you ever need to be making in your whole life. So I would recommend that you practice these. Once you know it, then you know it, and it'll just all be intuitive, and you won't even think, you won't even notice yourself being like, oh, I don't even need to second guess what am I doing here. It just kind of happens. Enough practice and that's how it is. Okay, so I done my last chain, so now I'm going to slip to the corner, which is to go through these 2 stitches. Okay, the big space between those 2 stitches, the top of this stitch, the middle stitch, catch the V's, slip. So the top of this one, go through that V, yarn over, pull through everything, yarn over through the corner space, and to tie off, after I've done my slip, I chain 1, tighten, snip, pull. I can tie on a new colour or I can leave it at that. Okay, but that is it. I hope that you found this really helpful. If you have any questions on that video, if there's anything that you don't understand, if there's any issues that you're running into, please feel free to leave those questions below and I will try to cover that in a subsequent video. If you've liked this tutorial, please do consider giving it a like, giving me a follow. Any suggestions on what you'd like to learn, please do put those in the comments, and I would love to see them and also make those videos, because I have been having a lot of fun making these, and I really do hope that these tutorials have been helpful, especially for the workshops that I've been teaching. So I really do hope that they are helping you along with the class. Thank you so much.